can't help but notice there's this strange odor today. What is it? This scent that I'm on. I almost think it was some kind of man cub.
Mowgli belongs to my pack, Shere Khan.
Mowgli? They've given it a name.
Talk to me about this technology and how it's so real.
Well, I've been very resistant to doing too much CGI. You know, certainly in Iron Man there was a real suit and real environments, and we did a bit of CGI to make the suit fly and things. But I'm telling you, of recent years, I've really been convinced and fooled by fur in movies and water and environments. And so I jumped in feet first, worked with some of the best people who worked on films like Avatar and movies like Planet of the Apes. And I said, let's do the whole thing this way. Let's create our own version of the jungle and make it photoreal, but also let's have a little bit of fun with the design. Let's have the animals be a little bit bigger. Let's see if we could really use these new technology as a fun storytelling tool.
And I understand that the original, held a special place in your heart.
Yeah, sure.
Kind of what type of kid were you? Were you curious? Were you adventurous? Did this help spark that?
I think I saw myself through the character of Mowgli. This film was made, it came out a year after I was born. I was born in '66. This came out in '67. And back then, there wasn't a lot of cool movies for kids. They just didn't have, it's not like today where you have great content coming from everywhere. And so this was a movie that you'd see year after year, and the music and the moments, and parts of it were scary to me when I was little, and parts of it were funny. But it really, I felt the Disney style of storytelling just completely wrapped up my imagination and engaged me. And I found when I was looking back at the movie, even before I popped in a copy of it, I remembered dozens of moments that I wanted to make sure that we honored and referenced in this film.
Yeah. I've got to feel, not to put words in your mouth, but you've got to be at such an amazing point in your career where you can do things that are like my favorite Elf, which is on
Great.
all the time,
Yes.
to like these really rich dialogue pieces like Chef. But then
Yes.
you can do a Jungle Book, an Iron
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
and that you're trusted with these and casting choices. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
how do you feel about that?
Well, I think you hit on something there. I think that the one thing that unifies all of it is the casting choices.
Yeah.
I think if you look at all my movies, I always have a great cast, and that's what carries the day. Because as a filmmaker, you could do a lot of things, but you're really highlighting the people who are on screen. And coming from being a character actor and appreciating what the actors do, it makes me understand that you got to put the performance, the human moments first and foremost. Whether it's an effects movie like this, or it's a comedy like Elf, you still have to have the human touch. And I think that's, even though all the movies are very different, I think that there's a unified sense of hopefully of emotion and heart and human, and the human condition, human relationships.